The word selfie became a part of the Oxford Dictionary in 2013, and the trend itself grows more alongside with the social media that fuels it. As boring as this may seem to the common folk, selfies have been a part of human culture ever since we could draw ourselves. Portraiture has been a part of mankind's history, tracing back to when humans first began building societies. From the ancient Egyptians to the Italians to the French aristocrats and royalties. Back then, artists were commissioned by the rich to get a pretty picture of themselves, and those who are poor are unable to. That is until the invention of the camera. The first known camera self-portrait is taken by Robert Cornelius in 1839. Back then, the time taken for a photo to properly form is more than a minute due to the exposure time. So imagine sitting in front of your camera and not moving an inch just for one copy of a picture. But with this, the common folk can afford a camera and film to take a picture that could last for centuries.
Auto Flash. The new MC, the mini compact made by Canon.
Flash forward, with the development of cameras and social lifestyles, capturing those precious little moments in your life seems to be almost second nature. With the integration of cameras with cell phones, the mobility and convenience became an advantage. Even more so with global access to the internet. The first boom of social media didn't really have a selfie fad per se, but it paved way for personalized blog and self-expression. Most of the early adopters of Friendster and MySpace stumbled a lot while making their pages. Then, Facebook came in and practically changed the game. Serving as a new platform for socializing and updating, people feel more compelled to show themselves off to the world, with easy access to front-facing cameras in the 2010s. But why? Why do we even take selfies in the first place? According to Joshua Serenana, selfies are a way for us to preserve ourselves, the identity of who we are. Sort of in a way to combat our own anxiety and fear of losing ourselves. And yet there are those who defy any fear just to get the perfect selfie to post online. People would do anything to gain any form of validation, even if it can spell death for them. Speaking of which, a research by the SUNY University in Buffalo states that by posting onto social media, people are finding validation from others' likes and comments on their selfie. Though this can vary from each individual. In our previous video about Instagram, we have talked about this as well, the gratification and acceptance from tons of people on social media. Again, while it isn't harmful, the imbalance of that acceptance tends to lead down a path that's quite scary. In the end, selfies are a way to say, this is me and who I am. It can be misinterpreted as narcissistic tendencies, but let's be honest, we all have a little bit of pride in how we express ourselves. And selfie is the most popular way to do so among the masses.